Hello YouTube, it's monthly stats time. Bit late this month because I've been away on holiday, but let's get on with it. Okay, before I get into the stats, I just want to cover something that happened in this last month. So I had my original solar and battery storage system installed in October 2015. It cost me about £13,500, and in July I finally crossed the milestone of recovering all of that money in the terms of savings and FIP payments, all of that original 13,500 investment. So that's a monumentous achievement. It only took about 5.5 years to do that. I have since installed a second array on the wall and some more battery storage, so I have now got to recoup those costs as well. So I'm thinking, at the rate I've been going, probably only another 2 or 3 years max, and we'll have recovered that money too. Especially as electricity prices keep going up, that just makes my investment payback all the quicker. Okay, so let's have a look at the stats. So in July we generated a total of just over a megawatt hour of power. Nice! Considering how not that sunny July was, that is pretty good going. We'll have more of them, please. The best day for us was the 16th of July. On that day we generated just over 51 kilowatt hours. You can see from the yellow line there that my wall mounted panels don't really start producing properly until after midday. This is just because of shading from the eaves at this time of year. And you can also see from the green line that my off-grid inverter starts pulling less and less from the panels as the batteries are full, and so there's some energy potentially wasted there that I could have been using if the batteries had been emptier. The worst day for us was the 24th of July, when we generated just 15.8 kilowatt hours. We imported a total of 51 kilowatt hours from the grid in July. There were a couple of nights where I had to use the cheap rate electricity to either charge the car or heat some hot water or something, which you'll see in the daily import graphs in a moment. So here are the daily charts showing imported energy every half hour for each day. For most of the month we pretty much used nothing, as usual. You can see that on the 11th is one of the days where I had to, I think that was probably charging the car up, the Nissan Leaf, from the grid. Our longest continuous streak in July was 19 days. Not enough to beat the current record, which still stands. The only other day I had to take power from the grid was on the 31st, and I think that was to heat hot water using the immersion to make sure that there was enough in the mornings on that day. We've had the gas central heating and the gas hot water switched off through the summer, so we're exclusively heating the hot water from solar, but occasionally we need to back that up with heating it up from the grid. So here's the usual pie chart showing where that 1 megawatt hour of electricity came from. 64% of it came from my 5 kilowatt Solax inverter, and the rest came from the other smaller inverters. No surprises there. In this pie chart you can see how much of the power we used in July came from our own generation, 95% pretty much, and the rest we had to take from the grid, so that's just 5% of all of our power, which is fantastic. I should point out that that includes the fact that we are not using any gas for hot water, and also we're not using any petrol, because that includes running our 2 EVs. Which brings us on nicely to the pie chart which shows where that 1 megawatt hour of energy was spent. So you can see that about 33% of that went into the EVs, and 15% went to heating hot water, and about the other half was made up of the usual things: dishwasher, gaming. There was even a small amount of tumble dryer use because of the exceptionally wet weather we've been having. So the last pie chart shows how much of the energy generated by my inverters we got to keep, and that was only about 90% this month. Usually it's around sort of 95%. But we were on holiday and away from the house for the last sort of week of July, so there was not really much usage of electricity in the house, with no cars charged and no point heating the hot water when there was no one there, etc. So a bit more got exported than normal. Okay, well that's it, the stats for another month. Nothing particularly exciting there, no fantastically long streaks, but a megawatt hour of generation, that's pretty good. It was a bit rushed because, like I said, I was on holiday for the last month of July, and so I had to try and get something out really quick before it's too far into August. But there you go, that's it. So please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know if your output was similar to mine in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.